Hey, Scarefest fans, this is Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly, and I'm here wearing the Scarefest TV shirt. That's true, but I'm also here to talk about a movie that was killing at the box office, even though it was released on Peacock the same day it came out on the box office. And that's where I watched it, was Peacock. I didn't go see it because I've never actually played the game. We're going to talk about Five Nights at Freddy's. I've never played the game, but what I find fascinating about Five Nights at Freddy's, other than it's making over $100 million at the box office when you can watch it if you have Peacock right at your home, which is fine. I'm glad people are going to the theater, is the polarization of it, does it suck or is it really good, right? So critics hated it, which is fine. Critics have hated a lot of movies I've liked too. But a lot of people who love the game say it's amazing. Well, I've never played the game. So this review is from the perspective of someone who's never played the game. Do I think it sucks? No. Do I think it's particularly good? No. Do I think it's a middling film where we can guess what's coming from a mile away and there's 500 movies that came before it, and I mean before the game, that do something similar? Yes. Basically, this is the plot if you don't know anything about Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm probably the only one who knew nothing about Five Nights at Freddy's. It's basically about a guy who's raising his little sister, and he has all these issues because he let his brother get kidnapped when he was young. He has a lot of trouble sleeping, and he's trying to sleep to figure out what happened and how he can go back through his memories to find what happened to his brother. And he gets a job because he keeps losing his jobs as a security guard. And this Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, where it's all shut down, it's no longer open, no one can go there. But for some odd reason, they still keep it up, kind of, with a security guard. That's not suspicious. And during his first night on the job, he realizes that the night shift won't be so easy to get through because those Freddy Fazbear, Chico, all of them, they come alive, and he's going to have to figure, why are they coming alive? Why are they after him? Why are they killing people? Why is there just some rando cop showing up, showing interest when she should be doing other things? There's not a lot of stuff that makes sense in this movie, but it's not as bad as something else I watched lately. In fact, that's actually my problem with it. And I understand that if I'm a huge fan of the video game, a lot of you said it's so, and that's good. I understand. A lot of people crapped on Ghostbusters Afterlife, and I understood their criticism because I don't think their criticism is wrong. I just thought Ghostbusters Afterlife wasn't made for them. It was made for some guy who grew up loving Ghostbusters more than anything. And then it's a love letter to people like me. And this movie may very well be a love letter to those folks who love the game of Five Nights at Freddy's. Matthew Lillard, boy, you can see where his turn is coming in the movie a mile away. A mile away. By the way, if you ever have a chance, ask me about my Matthew Lillard Skeet Ulrich story when you're at Scarefest. There's a mystery of why it's happening. This movie is made for, not for necessarily for kids. I wouldn't let my 6-year-old watch it. A lot of people probably are correct. This is one of those movies you can show a younger person to kind of get them introduction into horror. And that's probably correct. Jim Henson's Creature Shop actually was responsible for the Fazbear animatronics that we walk around. And that's cool that there's not a ton of CGI with those. I don't know. This movie just didn't do it for me. But then again, it's not awful either. It's a little long for me. I don't know. Five Nights at Freddy's shouldn't be more than 90 minutes to me. I think I need one of you all to set me down who plays the game and explain to me why this is amazing. See, I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I didn't care for the books either. So that may be very well what it is you have to have the background to enjoy the movie. That's another criticism I can give. If I have to see it, then anyway. This movie, it's okay. You've probably already seen it. I just wanted to do a review of it. So should you see Five Nights at Freddy's if you haven't? If you're a fan of the video game, absolutely. If you have Peacock, absolutely. Would I recommend anybody going out and, oh my God, this is amazing? No, no. If you're going to introduce your kids to some horror, there are Night Books on Netflix. Much better movie. Much better movie. Much better movie. Night Books. That is more of a kid-friendly way of introducing them to horror. I know I normally say Poltergeist, but I'm trying not to be that 80s guy. Night Books. Introduce them to that. Five Nights at Freddy's, not so much. This has been Joe Lewis of Bonehead Weekly.